the first comic up. She's hysterical. She's great. Her name is Wendy Waples Scully.
Thank you all for being here tonight. I want to remind you that the bar is open, but please don't take the time right now to get liquored up. You should have done that before the show started. And I pulled a short straw, so I got a short period of time, so I got about $1.75 worth of your ticket, and I want to make sure you get your money's worth, okay? I started doing comedy over a year ago, and the reason why I started doing comedy was because my body started doing very interesting things. And I felt like the best place for me to take my hormonal rage was onto the stage to an appreciative audience. That's right, I came out as a menopausal woman. However, if you want to hear that material, you're going to have to buy my CD, which is available in the lobby. It's entitled, "It Is Hot in Here and It's Me." Because the powers that be said that they wanted to try something new tonight. And while my husband tells me that all the time, you, Arnie, are going to get lucky. My husband and I have been married for 25 years. We'll call 21 of them wedded bliss. The other 4 was a period of miscommunication and tearful hysterics. That's okay, I could calm them down with a cookie. I decided to be one of those women who wanted to try out the car before buying it. So I moved in with my husband before I got married, and he decided, just to make things interesting, to put a passenger in the back seat. I was not pregnant, no. We just had a roommate, and it was a male. Okay, now, some of you out there know what it's like to have a household that has multi-sexes in it. And it doesn't really matter if it's all women or all men or men and women, because in a household, there's always going to be that one person who knows the housekeeping rules. You know, the one where if you use it, you clean it. If you use it up, you replace it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the woman. In this case, it was. No fault of my own. I tried to teach them. You know, one time I came home, I was so angry because they hadn't done the dishes that I threw them all into the trash and went off to work. And then I came home and realized, well, that was stupid. They don't take the trash out either. Sorry, starting to go. Can I just borrow a program? So, you know, when you start living with somebody like this, you know, you start to point things out to them, hoping that they're going to understand that, you know, there's not a cleanser fairy that comes along that says, you know, this soap has gotten thin, it's microscopic, and, you know, there's a possibility that you could put it, you know, someplace else, and somebody's got to replace that bar of soap. They don't get it, you know? And then there's the shampoo bottle. The shampoo bottle that has got nothing but sudsy water in it. And I'm telling you, sudsy water does not give you shampoo in your hair. You know, it's just little things. And you start saying to yourself, what is most important here? You know, do you get the dishes done? You know, do you chase after them and say, look, your clothes are on the floor? I'm sorry. Sorry. You know, just these things come and go, and you just never know. Oh, I'm sorry. This is my husband's idea to put the duct tape on. I'm feeling better now. Some of you are probably feeling better now. After giving in and realizing that it was probably going to be me that was going to have to keep the house in order, you know, the one who says, that's not pea soup, that's last week's corn chowder. You say, what are you going to do? You're going to pick your battles, okay? And as God is my witness, I truly believe that women have the right to expect when they go into the bathroom to have the toilet seat down. Why? Because we use it all the time. They only use it part of the time. It may take a little longer to use it part of the time, but they only use it part of the time. And I begged these guys, I pleaded with them, I did everything, I reasoned with them, and I finally used behavioral modification. I went out and I bought a Playboy magazine. And I cut all the good parts out, well, what they think is good parts, and I taped it to the top of the toilet seat cover. Now think about this. If they want to see boobies and ass, they have to put the toilet seat cover. I have not patented this idea, so if any of you want to try it, feel free to go ahead. Doesn't work well in families with children. They ask questions. Whenever my mother came over, I'd have to bungee cord a towel over the toilet seat cover and explain it was broken and we're getting to it. So after being with my husband and trying out the car and realizing that this would probably work out after all, we decided to get married. And the day before I got married, I went home to my mother so I could be all virgin-like. And he had something to miss. And I said to him, listen, there's only one thing that I ask of you. Just one thing. And that is to please be sober when we get married. It's just a little thing. Oh, honey, anything you say, I'm gonna get married. So the next day I'm at my mother's house, and I gotta tell you, my parents are teetotalers, because if they weren't, I probably would have been looking for that bottle of scotch. But I'm all excited, you know, I grew up with musicals, and I'm dancing around, and I'm, you know, like, woohoo, I'm getting married, do I blush, how do I look? You know, I'm doing a, what's it? You know, gone to the chapel and golden man. My sister's ready to knock me out. Shut up, shut up. I'm so excited. We're getting married. Miles and I are, this is going to be the best thing in the whole world. We get into the car. We go down to the church. I walk down the aisle in my beautiful white wedding gown. I look up and there's my husband. He's smiling away at me. I get close to him. My father sits down, my mother sits down. I stand in front of him and he holds my hand, rubs my fingers, blows me a kiss. They could have knocked me over. It was not a happy day. The photographer was scared. Actually, the photographer was out in the parking lot placing bets as to whether or not we were going to last long, because I could not smile. And let me tell you, I worked my way through it. Yes, he's wonderful. Oh, yes, I met him in the Willow Street Market. Yes, oh, he's a wonderful man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yes, we'll probably have children together soon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get into the car to leave for the honeymoon. And I look at it, and I say, so tell me, did you have to get drunk to marry me? And he says, no, but it helped. That's my time, thank you.